Welcome to part 1 of our 3-part SketchUp video series on tracing skills. We use this activity to teach basic SketchUp skills as well as to provide practice with a common and useful graphics production tool. In part 1, we will use the Freehand sketch tool and the press-pull tool to make a basic 3D shape from a flat surface. As an option, you'll also be able to put a material texture on it. This part of the training should take about 5 to 10 minutes. First, go to the File menu and select Open. Then navigate to where you saved the start file when you downloaded it. Finally, select it and open it. Now get used to adjusting your view. To pan, or move your point of view, hold the Shift button and the mouse wheel down. You should see a little hand appear. Then just move the mouse. To change the 3D orbital view, hold the scroll wheel down and move the mouse. To return to a top-down view, use the View toolbar. Finally, zoom in and out using the mouse scroll wheel. Of course, this is all for a Windows mouse. You'll have to look on Google to find out how to do it with a Mac mouse. Now you'll see the Freehand tool. After you select it, just hold the mouse left button down while you move the mouse to draw. Once you have drawn a closed shape, the area turns into a solid color. That is important. Here you see that the final shape is made of a bunch of smaller shapes. Once you have traced the shapes, you might want to see underneath the solid white shapes. Use the X-ray tool. Now that there are completed flat shapes, with each one a solid enclosed region, the next step is to use the press-pull tool to give it volume, depth, a 3D shape. At this point, the exact depth is not too important. The shape is just a visualization. Exact dimensions will be important in a later series of videos. That is the main skill set for part 1. You can stop here if you like. But there are a couple of more cool drawing skills to learn if you would like to do that now. The first optional step is to add some extra features to the general shape. This is often how designs are revised and made more intricate as they go along. You can just watch as the design progresses. Here you see that the press-pull tool works in both directions. This is your first view of positive, up from the surface, and negative, down into the surface, shapes. Once the region has been selected, and the press-pull direction has been set by the mouse, the exact dimension can just be typed in. It shows up in the lower right-hand box. The next special thing is to add texture. See the toolbar at the top and make sure the black and brown box is selected to show textures. Then select the Materials palette on the right. Choose the Pattern selections. And then scroll down to find Scales. Add them to the model. Then make a copy so that you can change their size. These ones are too big. Almost done. It is important to plot your work for later use and to save your files. To plot, select File and then Export to create a 2D graphic image. Find a good place to save it. Then select your image options. For this class, an 850 pixel image will work well. You can select many formats, but for this class, a PNG works well too. And finally, remember to save your file. So you see that part 1 of the tracing skills assignment should take 5 to 10 minutes to do. Of course, it will not go that well the first time you try SketchUp, so expect up to 20 or 30 minutes if this is your first time using this software. And check out the next video for part 2, which will repeat this using the arc command for a much smoother outline of the shape.